There is a developing story in Wisconsin, and we have an exclusive interview here with Libby Sobic. She is with the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty. This is really, this is an absolute sign of the times. This story is something that I think is happening over and over and over again, and everybody knows it, but the parents are being slammed for saying anything about it. Libby, welcome to the program.
Thanks so much.
So tell me what happened. This was at what school is the name of this school? It is
Sun
the
Prairie School District in Wisconsin.
Sun Prairie. Okay. So what happened?
So earlier in March, there were 4 freshman girls going into the girls' locker room after a gym class that involved a swim unit and decided to rinse off before class, very common practice. And while they were in the girls' locker room, an adult biological male, a senior student, was also in the locker room with them, proceeded to walk into the bathroom naked, and as he exposed his body to them, said, "I'm trans, by the way." This was incredibly uncomfortable for these 4 freshmen, 14-year-old girls. And when they brought this incident to the attention of their school administrators, the school administration completely failed to do anything in accordance with federal law, including notifying their parents.
Oh, my gosh.
And after weeks of parents reaching out to the school, asking for conversation with the school administration, asking for clarity around school policies, the school only met with the parents a month after the incident and has yet today to identify a policy that really clarifies what should have happened and how they're going to prevent this from happening in the future.
So is this boy, has he claimed he was trans before? Do you know?
Yes, it's our understanding that this senior student has a socially transitioned and identifies as a transgender woman.
Jeez.
But this really raises questions about the Biden administration's push to school districts and other institutions of higher education about what sex means under Title IX, right? For the last 50 years, we've understood that Title IX protects young women and girls and ensures to provide them with spaces that are safe from sexual harassment. Yet today, under the Biden administration, all of that has been turned upside down. And in fact, we don't know what safe spaces should be provided for young women. And under the Sun Prairie School District's current statement of policies, the girls were the ones that were expected to leave the locker room. That's completely backwards.
Oh, my gosh. I have to tell you, for a group of people that were the ones that were screaming about safe spaces, the disregard for our children and for our girls in particular to have a safe space is remarkable, just remarkable.
I completely agree. I'm not only an attorney, I'm a mom of 2 young girls, and these are the sorts of issues that are really of nightmares for parents, right? We want to put our students in school and expect that they have a safe space to learn and participate in educational activities. And school districts, quite frankly, are receiving these directives from the Biden administration. And instances like these that apparently, quote unquote, never happen are only going to continue to happen as the Biden administration pushes these regulations to change what the definition of sex means under Title IX.
So you're taking them to court? You're taking the school district to court?
We are not, actually. Unfortunately, there's not really an avenue to bring the school district to court under federal law. And so these very brave parents said, we want to bring light to this situation. We want there to be accountability for the school district. And that's what the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty has stepped up to do. We want to protect these young girls from the cultural backlash of cancel culture by being the ones to bring this issue to light and talk about why we need to have transparency and clear policies around Title IX and sexual harassment.
So if there's no road to litigation, how are you expecting to change the mind of the school district?
Well, in today's world, bringing to light these issues can be a really powerful tool. We're already seeing the school district having to respond in multiple instances. Now, they started off saying that this wasn't clearly reported. They are now saying, well, this in fact did happen, and that they're taking steps to make sure it won't happen again. And we want this to be a lesson for school districts around the country. You can't shy away from hard conversations. You need to have clear policies around what sexual harassment means and how students can access spaces for students of one gender or another. And most importantly, we hope that the Biden administration is paying attention and really considering before they put these regulations into law, really thinking through what the consequences of their actions are.
Yeah.
We'll stand at the ready to, join what I expect to be a national movement to hold the Biden administration accountable once those regulations go into effect. We're still waiting for that to happen. But for now, we really want to hold these school districts accountable by having a national conversation.
Okay. Libby, thank you so much. Libby is with the law firm, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty. And you can find more information about what they do and how you can get involved at will-law.org. Libby, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You bet.